Father of student arrested in China outrages Americans with what he just said about Trump. News spread around the globe after 3 UCLA basketball stars got arrested in China for shoplifting. It looked very bad for these American students, who could have faced years in jail. However, everything changed after word came out that President Donald Trump intervened. Now, people are outraged over what LeVar Ball, the father of one of the students, said about our president. Many people were shocked when they learned that LeAngelo Ball, Cody Riley, and Jalen Hill were arrested while on their trip to China. While overseas for a special basketball tournament, the 3 students were arrested for stealing sunglasses from a Louis Vuitton store. It was bad press for sure. During a special event that was to mark cooperation between the United States and China, 3 of our citizens insult the host country. The story cast a pall on the tournament and made the US look bad. After all, the students' behavior reflects poorly on the rest of our country. Things were looking pretty bad for the students. Not only would they have to stay in China for months as investigators built their case, but the penalty for shoplifting amounted to 10 years in prison. That would surely bring their basketball and academic careers to an end. Worse still was the news that Chinese police claimed they had surveillance footage of the boys stealing from other stores as well. However, everything changed when President Trump, who happened to be in China at the time, was able to convince President Xi Jinping to smooth things over. The case was dropped, and the boys were able to fly home, scot-free. You better believe that wouldn't have happened if Trump didn't intervene. The students even arranged a press conference where they publicly thanked the president, which was a good move on their part. Unfortunately, one of the boys' fathers didn't share their appreciation. When asked about the president's role in freeing his son, LeVar Ball insulted Trump, making it seem like the president didn't do anything to help. Worse still, LeVar tried to downplay his child's crimes, as if they weren't a big deal. Bad move. Wow. Wow. I know that there are plenty of people, mostly liberals, who have nasty things to say about the president, but when Trump just got your boy out of a 10-year prison sentence, you'd think the least a father could do is be appreciative. It seems like LeVar Ball doesn't understand the gravity of what his son was facing. It's not like he stole something in America. UCLA and family lawyers could easily get his son out of a jam stateside, but this was communist China. There is no such thing as the Bill of Rights over there, nor is the concept of innocent until proven guilty. LeAngelo Ball and the other 2 students could have been doomed. 10 years in jail? That would have only been the beginning of their misery. Yet, Trump spent some of his newly established credibility with China to get them released. I'm sure there are people in China who are upset that these boys were released, even though they were accused of stealing. President Trump put his neck on the line to help them. However, LeVar Ball doesn't even seem to view his son's alleged crimes as much of a big deal. Yes, Ball, you're right. It wasn't the same as stealing a car, but your son did break the law. How about you just calm down and be thankful the president was able to get him out of rotting in a Chinese prison cell? Perhaps Ball is just upset that, while they got out of going to jail, UCLA wasn't at all pleased with the bad press. So much for their hoop dreams, but that's what happens when you embarrass a major university in front of the entire world.